Earth. Our cradle, our protective shell, became a deadly trap. It got too small and we wouldn't stop growing. We had to get out. We challenged the stars, but they were beyond our reach. It would seem that, as a species, we have finally reached our limit. Until now. Introducing the core. Using the latest advancements in biotechnology, we can digitize what makes us human. Creativity, consciousness, resilience, empathy, and store it in secure psyche units. Cores. Enter the era of portable population. On the far side of the universe, we found a place to start again. We build Moebius, an orbital city floating above planet Vulcan. There, stored securely in cores, the future citizens await its completion. Free of past limitations, we have finally conquered time and space. With core technology, we render human life cycle obsolete. Thus, Project Eden began.
Targets neutralized.
Warning. Core stream unstable. Core Ripper deactivated. Objective. Locate defunct hyperunit. Restore Core Ripper function.
Perimeter breached. All units on high alert.
Now, look at you. Hyper unit's first baby steps. Run, jump, finger on the trigger. I suggest haste. The situation is suboptimal. You need to find a defunct hyper unit. Piece by piece, assemble yourself back together. Try to make this run worthwhile.
ISF Arsenal Depot breached. POC weaponry unlocked. Hyper unit in range.
This hyper unit was destroyed during the last run. Never a pleasant look, is it? A constant reminder of what we need to endure.
Establishing connection. Core Ripper active. Hyper unit is mission go.
Well done, Aska. Now you're complete.
Warning. ISC units inbound.
Bring these clowns to the ground. Unleash your hyperpower. Rip their cores out. You know you want to.
Vertical run activated.
Perimeter breached. All units on high alert.
What we're doing is bigger than you and I, Aska. The road we walk is paved by those who shared this dream before me. And even more, by those who wanted to oppose it. I'm not going to lie to you. I despise delusive content above all.
Survival rating dropped to 0.554%.
As hard as I try to flex the muscles of my optimism, at this moment they feel a little bit atrophied.
Hormone balance restored. Dopamine levels are nominal. I don't mean to discourage you. You are determined to do your best. So I suppose your best will have to suffice. Sometimes it almost feels like I'm in a dream. A dream I can't wake up from. Warning. ISC units inbound. Second wave incoming.
Target's down.
alone, outnumbered, and deep behind enemy lines. Dropped straight into a hostile zone, with almost zero chance of success. This is exactly what hyper units were made for. Maybe what they said is true. Maybe by wanting more than we need, we brought darkness into this world. Between life and death, did we ever have a choice? In despair, we raise our heads up into the light and crawl out of the darkness. As much as it hurts, the only way out is through. Surface elevator to Vulcan is open. Now we just need to get there.
Warning, ISC units inbound. Warning, ISC units inbound.
Target's down.
The pain is over. For now. Good run, Hyper. Now let's get you back.
Dopamine administered. Rebuild. Plastics engaged. Backup frame check completed. Gyroplastics administered. Nom field balance check completed. Rebuild sequence complete. Warning. Receptors calibration in progress. Calibration complete. Hyperunit ready for briefing.
Such a tiny thing. Yet the power it holds never ceases to amaze me. The existence of every Moebius citizen is bound to it. Yours, mine. This is the seed of the project. Humans love shiny things, and so blinded by its awesome life-giving light, they failed to notice what was hiding in its shadow. I warned the others, but they wouldn't listen. I warned them of the erosion. They didn't see it until it was too late. It corrupted the other engineers and brought the project to a halt. Years passed, eons. Moebius is sick now, suffering from an erosion tumor. Eden is waiting for the cure, waiting for you, Aska.
Hyperunit ready for briefing. Remember, this is a rescue operation. Our target is a hive prison, sealed off by an erosion field. It's towering above the very center of Moebius. Disable the erosion field, find your way into the hive. Set the citizens free. Internal Defense Corps are subject to the engineers' orders. So remember, you are infiltrating hostile territory. They will send everything they have to stop us. Now that the surface elevator is open, you need to get to it as fast as you can, and descend to Vulcan, the defunct mining colony below Moebius City.
Find and retrieve the lost core memory file from one of the engineers. But no need to worry. It's been dead for a very long time.
Hyperunit, confirm your status.
Is something bothering you?
Just some noise in my core.
Hyperunit, confirm your status.
In the name of duty, courage, and truth, I will protect the citizens.
We are making progress. It is not by accident. It is by design.
Hyperunit is mission go. Prepare for deployment. Mission start in 3, 2, 1. Commencing orbital strike. Give 'em hell, Hyper. Hyperunit, stand by for new mission objective. Mission confirmed. Give 'em hell, Hyper.
Tango down.
Do you know what I hate the most about this place? It's in the air.
Every corner here reeks of it. A wolf in sheep's clothing called a compromise. Once we return to Vulcan and awaken the second engineer, we'll stir things up.
Target's neutralized.
Dopamine and cortisol levels stabilized. All systems back to nominal.
I can feel the hormonal spike. The neurochemical waterfall. That was exhilarating.
Data corrupts. Guns don't.
The engineers are out there looking for us. They know we opened the surface elevator, and they know you're coming. Now move fast and break stuff.
Enemy neutralized.
You need to hurry up. The surface elevator has a limited time window. You've got one chance to catch it before it's gone. It's a strange path we walk on. Once you start to doubt it, you're going down. Nerve is not the one who's right, but the one with more conviction.
Target in sight. Entering action zone.
The perseverance of the city's defense system is startling. But like any rigid system, its demise is inevitable. Whatever they throw at us is no match for a hyper unit.
Does CDC have hyper units like me at their disposal?
No, that was the plan, but it wasn't approved by the committee. They were just too stupid for this stuff. Scared of losing their old ways. The project had to be finished, so to speak, under the radar. And now we need to save them from themselves. Funnily enough, the cleaners also use core technology. But compared to your advancement, they're a mere parody.
Approaching Central Sector.
There it is. Our passage to Vulcan. Can you get there for me, please?
Warning. ISC units inbound. Second wave incoming. Final wave incoming.
Enemy neutralized.
You're so special. Striking from above, cutting through the air. They will never see you coming. You are my shining star. Now get out there and shine.
Target in sight.
They had one job. They could have built anything. A fresh start for humanity. You know, a house, a garden, and a dog. But then came corporate strategy, agile development, and resource planning. What did we end up with? The biggest block of flats in the universe. Circle of hell on a Kanban board.
Approaching target zone.
ISC units inbound. Warning, ISC units inbound. Warning, ISC units inbound. Warning, ISC units inbound. Warning, ISC units inbound.
Overdrive active. Overdrive active.
Enemy forces neutralized.
A new, brighter future is coming. We are standing on the edge looking towards the unknown. And the wind is rising.
This is Mission Control. Entering Vulcan airspace. Right on target. Drop zone clear.
This is where it all went down. A fracture, followed by a bang.
Hyper unit, stand by for new mission objective. Mission objective updated. Give 'em hell, Hyper.
under the false pretense of reconciliation. These lunatics lured me into a trap. What happened after changed the face of the planet forever.
Target's down.
Overdrive activated.
erosion bomb swept through the surface, destroying all in its wake. During the explosion, an engineer by the name of Guardian was killed. And with her death, any hope of reconciliation was lost.
I've got the fix.
Scarred the planet's surface with erosion spills. Vulcan's veins were ripped inside out. We need to go up the Red River until we reach its foul source. One by one, peel away its secrets.
Engineers created Project Eden. I didn't think they could die.
Engineers are indeed powerful. But being tied to cores, our existence is also susceptible to erosion. Ground zero of an erosion bomb. Ion radiation flying at you 200,000 miles per second is pretty lethal. Truth be told, I didn't. The committee never embraced the real possibilities of core technology. Core streaming was deemed unpredictable. Further research forbidden. They couldn't control it, so they shut it down.